Hey everyone, this is Neil with Wasted Paper here, bringing you another fountain pen review. This time, I got a grail. I got a grail. I hopefully am smart enough to cut that out so you guys don't have to hear me say that. But this is actually a grail pen that I've wanted for a long time, and I've always kind of had the option to buy it. It's just never like, fully made me. There's something about grails for me, and I'll probably expand on this later. But it doesn't just mean something you can't afford. It's just got to be the right time for it.
Remember, timing is everything.
I actually found a person on Reddit, and there's a little card right here they put on, which is so nice. Their name's Stacy. I don't know if they want me to post their actual like Reddit handle, so I won't do that. But I found a post from her on Reddit, and she was looking to pick up a pen that I owned. And if you're familiar with my channel, I have a ton of fountain pens and only two hands. And I figured if someone wants a pen that I have just sitting in a binder doing nothing, why not come off of it? So I DM'd her and she was looking to just buy the pen. I asked her if she had something to trade and she told me she had this and I was in disbelief. I was like, oh my God, it's the time. So I said, this is the pen I want 100% and it's even the nib size I want. I was like, no way. So I'm gonna go straight into this. We're past that story now. Let's look at this pen. Starting off with the box, it's an extremely plain white box. It's kind of what Sailor does. You can see on the side right here, it does say Sailor Pro Gear 03B. I don't really know what any of these things mean. I think it's just like their UPC. Inside of that sleeve, another box that will blow you away. It is just a blue plain box here that says Sailor again. I'm realizing I haven't even reviewed many Sailors, if any, to be honest with you. I think the only one I ever did was actually on Endless Pens channel, which is super funny. I have wanted this Sailor probably since it released. I just, again, never was the right time. Something else came up, or I couldn't find it at a good price, or it just didn't align. But I finally have it. This is from their Sound of Rain collection. I've seen a few different names for this, so I'm not 100% sure on what the name is exactly. I know this is Spring Rain, but I've seen it called Haru Same. If that's correct, I knew I was saying it right all the time. If that's incorrect, you can follow the links in the description to check out the pen for yourself. I think this pen is just the best colorway that Sailor's ever done on their, mainline pens. It's just too good looking. I almost forgot underneath here, it also comes with some cartridges and a Sailor converter. Going straight into the details here, you have a Sailor Anchor logo on the top finial here, which obviously they're known for. You actually have some glitter on the inside of this purple. I just love this. Would you call this purple, lilac? What color is this? Someone correct me. Continuing down, you have their pretty standard clip here. Sailor clips are fairly easy to actuate, nothing really too big to call out here. I do think the line work on here as it goes up and down the clip, I think it looks really nice. And then the cap band here says Sailor Japan, founded 1911. Obviously, if you're not already familiar with this, Sailor also has a 1911 model. It's based on the year they were founded. The cap band on this pen is actually a bit unique. Here is a Pro Gear for comparison. This is a slim, so it'll be a bit smaller, but this cap band is miles different. So this one has the additional ring on the top, and then after that, you have more of their material underneath it, whereas this one is just all cap band. I actually really like it on this pen. I don't know if I'd like it on all of them, but I love this pen, so who's to say I wouldn't. And then for the last accents on this pen, you have another trim ring here, and then more of this awesome purple with shimmer in it. The pen uncaps in 1 3/4 rotation, which is pretty standard for almost every Sailor I've ever used. A small little detail I'll call out is the inside of the cap is extremely shiny compared to the outside of the body. This has more of a matte kind of look to it, so if you were curious how it would look gloss, well, there you go. Sailors are known for their nibs, so don't be surprised by this. The filigree always looks really good, especially when they do this two-tone where you have the silver and the gold. Sailor almost never does this. Normally on these smaller Pro Gear model, you're going to get a 14 karat gold nib. On this one, it actually comes with a 21K gold nib.
That is just special.
And on the side here, it says MF for medium fine, which is, to me, Sailor's magnum opus. It is like the best thing they do. I love fine nibs. I like medium nibs. I hate extra fine. But the medium fine, I don't know what it is. It's just a chef's kiss on top of just already perfection. Oh, and it is paired with a plastic feed. Once you unscrew the threads here, the pen actually has an O-ring up here. I don't know that I know Sailor did that. It's been a while since I've inked up a new Sailor, but it does have an O-ring here with metal threads. On the inside, you do have more resin threads, and obviously the converter's not in here because you saw it a minute ago. And this should be obvious if you've ever used Sailors before. This pen posts, and it posts fantastically. These pens really are made to be posted, in my opinion, and they just look great posted as well. For my ink choice, I really could go with Diplomat Lilac. I love that ink, but I don't want to burn people out with it all the time. So I'm going to be using a Monteverde ink. This is called Purple Rain. I think I've only ever used this actually one time, and I don't even think it was on camera. And it's been a long time because Lilac's kind of taken it over for me. So we'll get to see this ink almost for the first time again in this pen. I was so excited to ink it, I almost forgot to call out the grip on here. There is a slight step down. It's not the most smooth, but it's not going to cut you or anything. There is a little bit of an edge there. And the threads, though, on the other hand, I would say they're smooth enough that, again, you really don't have to worry. When it comes to a Sailor grip, it's a bit small, so I wouldn't say it's like the best ever. But for the most part, you're going to be good. It's a nice shape. It slightly tapers towards the end, and then it has a flare out before your nib. I used this Lloydstrom notebook I got recently in my last video, but I figure why not use it again. This is a B5 Plus notebook, and this is their standard one with 80 GSM paper. I think it wrote well before, and why not use it again? If you're not familiar with sailors, I would be shocked, but this pen writes exactly like how sailors write. It's going to be a bit feedbacky. It almost gives me the kind of texture if you wrote on one of those like holographic like notebook binders from when you were in middle school. Not that that's super pleasing to think about, but it has that kind of sensation. So because of the feedback, it catches the paper just slightly. You're not going to tear or anything, but it helps you go a little bit slower. So your lines tend to be a little bit more rigid, but you have a little bit more control also. So there's always a trade-off with it, but it's a really nice sensation. And if you've never used a Sailor pen, I always recommend to at least try one out, especially coming from like traditional stationery like pencils. As far as the writing sample, I mean, no issue at all. It was completely fine. Sailor nibs are really good. This ink with this paper, it runs a little bit dry, but I wouldn't contribute that to the pen at all. I don't think I have any complaints at all. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but there's no complaints here. The flex isn't really something you're ever going to see. It's really not made for that. Again, smaller nibs aren't the best at that. Fast writing though, no issue. Again, it looks really dry here. It's kind of the way Leuchtturm paper is. It tends to absorb really fast, and having a smaller nib size like this, you're gonna write rather dry. But overall, I like this. I mean, I'm not gonna complain here, and I will openly admit my biasness. It writes how sailors write. If you like that, you're gonna like this. It's the best color they've ever made. When it comes to my size comparison, I'm gonna bring these bad boys out. You have a Lamy Safari and a Pilot Custom A23. Now this is a smaller pen, so I didn't expect it to match any of these, but I'm hoping to use these to help give you a comparison because many people have used these or seen these in person. But I would expect a smaller pen here with your Sailor. Uncap now, again, smallest pen here, no surprise, but here you go for those people that want to compare to something they may already own. And once they're posted, again, the smallest, but this is really where these Sailor pens shine. I think posted, you just have such good dimensions. Let me just pull this cap off of here and give you an idea. If you've used a Lamy Safari unposted before, you'll know that size. It's pretty close to about a perfect length when it comes to a pen. So adding just a little bit more, I love these pens posted. I think they're made to be that way, at least for me, and they work great like that. When it comes to the price of this pen, obviously I got mine off Reddit, so I didn't pay anything. I traded for it. But if you are looking for one for yourself, I've only found 2 places that still carry this pen, or at least still have it in stock. I see it on Yoseka's website for $360, and then I see it on Endless Pens website for $312. If you buy it off Endless Pens, you can use my affiliate link to get you 10% off, so it'll be just a little bit cheaper. I've seen, especially on Reddit, many people will buy this pen through Amazon. You're more than welcome to do that. I've seen it on Amazon even under 200 at some times. I'm not going to fault anyone for getting the best price they can on this pen. Obviously, I traded for mine, so it would be unfair to be like, no, spend full price. Do what you want. But this Sailor to me is just one of the best colorways, if not the best colorway that they've ever done. The only thing you could possibly do to upgrade this in my eyes is just use even more premium material. But this pen itself does feel really nice in hand. The aesthetic's great. The trim color's perfect. This is the best Sailor. I really have nothing negative to say about this. I guess maybe if I was forced to, they could have made this a Pro Gear model and not the Pro Gear Slim. But other than that, I mean, there's nothing to complain about. Gorgeous trim, gorgeous color. I love everything about this. I would love to see you comment down below what your favorite Sailor colorway is, but expect me to comment and ask you why it's not this one because I won't believe it. All that being said though, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and of course subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you for watching. And here it is. This, oh, I just hit my ring. And then for the app, and then for the ass, on these Sailor grips, and if you've used a Lamy Safari uncapped before, well, hold on, you've always used it uncapped. Jesus, okay.